The story begins at a high school in Korea that has been receiving the Best School Award for the past 2 years. But the reality of this school is very different. As always, today a car also speeds into the school. A boy named Han-soo gets out. He acts like a gangster in this school, who, along with his crew, beats up whoever he wants, and no other student even dares to think about standing up to them. Today as well, Han-soo, along with his friends, brutally beats up a boy named Seo-sang. Seo-sang has always been their main target, and by bullying him, they have made his life hell. There is also another boy, Bong-ji, who wants to teach Han-soo a lesson by beating him up. But because of his weakness, he can't do anything. Han-soo, along with his friends, has Seo-sang beaten up in the broadcasting room and making his voice heard throughout the school, says that anyone who stands up to him will end up like this. All the kids hearing this become even more scared. The teachers also heard everything, but no one does anything. Now, after this, we see a girl, Min. She has been hired at this school as a temporary teacher for 3 months, and if she performs well, she will become a permanent teacher. For this reason, Min is doing her best and also maintaining a very kind demeanor. Here, when Min was talking with a teacher, Jae-gyung, the school principal, passes by and seeing Min's body, makes a comment that both Jae-gyung and Min hear. But Min doesn't say anything to the principal. However, upon entering the bathroom, Min starts to show her anger. She was very furious. She begins telling her friend everything via message, but her friend was also busy with their work shift, so they can't see the message. Min, calming herself down, tells herself that you have to behave well for 3 months to become a permanent teacher here. Just then, that same teacher, Jae-gyung, enters the bathroom. With her was another teacher who asks Jae-gyung if she had already told Miss Minnie that the teacher Min was replacing had committed suicide. Jae-gyung was hesitant to tell her this. Here Min, overhearing their conversation, immediately searches online about that teacher. And through a news article, Min learns that the previous teacher, disturbed by something, had committed suicide. Min is shocked to learn this. At that moment, Jae-gyung calls Min and Min's phone rings in the bathroom. Min quickly comes out, puts on her earphones and acts as if she's listening to music and doesn't know anything. Then Jae-gyung takes Min to a room and shows her a video in which that same boy, Han-soo, along with his crew, is bullying an elderly woman selling gimbap, seaweed rolls. Min is shocked to see it and asks, "Is that the same Han-soo everyone talks about?" Jae-gyung nods and says that the old woman in this video even filed a complaint, but it was useless. Moreover, Han-soo had brutally beaten up a boy at his previous school, so he was expelled and sent here even, though he's not even a minor. Jae-gyung tells Min, "You don't teach Han-soo's class, right? So you don't have to face him, and it's better not to get involved with him." Jae-gyung says, "If you want to become a permanent teacher, ignore everything that happens at school and act like you don't know anything, and never get in the way when students fight at school. This will be best for you." Min agrees. But upon arriving at her boxing gym, she begins to vent all her anger. She didn't like that situation at all. Just then, her police officer friend Jin arrives. Min, while sparring with him, unleashes all her anger on him, and then they both start talking. Jin tells Min that you should box. You know taekwondo and also other sports. So for you, winning a gold medal in a boxing tournament is a piece of cake. But Min refuses and says, "I don't want to be an athlete. I just want to focus on my teaching job." Jin, talking about Min's father, says, "Why hasn't your father been around lately?" Then Min explodes and starts listing her father's faults. Actually, Min and her father don't get along, and for some reason now Min doesn't even like her father. With great difficulty, she has given up her dreams and is running this gym. Jin says, "Say what you will, but you're exactly like your father. You also can't stand seeing an injustice." But Min denies it and says, "Now I only think about myself." Then, while leaving, Min sees many masks there. Min tries on a cat mask that she likes very much. Now, on her way home, Min sees that same old woman whom Han-soo was bullying in the video. She was sitting outside a shop selling her gimbap. but the shop owner kicks her out. Min, seeing this, feels very sorry for the old woman. So Min approaches her, speaks to her kindly, and buys gimbap. From a distance, that same boy, Bongji, was watching everything. Here, Min, arriving home, thinks about focusing on her teaching job. However, she remembered that moment when she lost a boxing match. Now the next day, Min goes back to school. As usual, she behaves well, talks to everyone, teaches the kids, and even upon seeing kids smoking, Min ignores them. But then, while going somewhere, she sees a boy from her class, Seo Sang, being bullied by that same boy, Han Soo. Min remembers Jae Gayong's words to never interfere in kids' fights. So, Min hides. Here, Han Soo covers Seo Sang's mouth, kicks him, and throws him to the ground. They had covered the security cameras, so none of this was recorded. But Min, seeing this, gets very angry. Just as she is about to step forward to save Seo Sang, she encounters that same boy, Bongji, who was hiding and watching everything. He tells Min not to interfere, saying that if she gets involved, she'll have problems. Bongji explains that very few people know that Han Soo's family has connections with our school's trustees, lawyers, police officers, and everywhere. So if you interfere, Han Soo can get you expelled from school. Min is shocked to learn this. Here, Han Soo was about to kick Seo Sang in the face, and seeing this, Min gets very angry. So just as Han Soo is about to kick Seo Sang, Min appears in the middle, talking on the phone, and bumps into Han Soo, knocking him to the ground. Then Min starts acting as if it was all an accident. "What are you kids doing here in the hallway?" Then, looking at Seo Sang, she says, "I thought you were an upright boy, but what are you doing? Go to your class right now." Min scolds Seo Sang and sends him to class. Then she tells Han Soo, "You're not hurt, are you?" And saying this, she leaves. Han Soo asks, "Who is that girl?" His friends tell him she's the new temporary teacher at school, hired to replace the teacher who committed suicide because of you. But upon hearing this, Han Soo starts beating up his own friends and says that teacher didn't commit suicide because of me. After this, at night, we see Bongji again, who works at a restaurant. There, he is also learning to fight from a man so that he can someday beat up Han Soo and teach him a lesson. Actually, this man is Min's father, who used to train people in boxing. But now he has left it all and runs a restaurant, and Bongji doesn't even know that the man he is getting training from is Min's father. Now, the next day at school, Min sees Seo Sang. Seo Sang was very sad. Min takes him to a room, talks to him and says, "Should I talk to the student department for you?" Seo Sang tells her he had already told them everything, but they told me, "Transfer to another school." Min is shocked to hear this. Seo Sang says, getting Han Soo punished is not within any teacher's ability. Min also thinks to herself, "I'm just a temporary teacher too. If I mess up, I won't get the permanent job here." But just then, Seo Sang tells Min, "Please help me. I want to leave." Seo Sang says he had also reported all this to the police, but they did nothing either. They said that until there was evidence, the police couldn't do anything. Seo Sang says that precisely because he called the police, he got beaten again, and one of his classmates, Jung, recorded a video of all this. Now then, Min asks him, "By the way, why don't you transfer to another school?" Seo Sang is hurt to hear this. Min immediately realizes that what she said was wrong. She apologizes. Seo Sang says, "I haven't done anything wrong, nor ruined anyone. So I won't leave the school, nor change schools." Seo Sang is crying, and here 2 kids take a picture of the 2 of them. After this, Min also talks to Jae Gyeong about Seo Sang's problems. But Jae Gyeong says all this will jeopardize your job. Discouraged, Min returns home. She also has some cakes sent by the mother of that same boy, Han Soo. She had sent cakes to all the teachers at school, and all the teachers were happily eating them. Min also starts eating the cake and thinks that I can't help Seo Sang. After all, my job could also be in danger. But then she remembers that moment when she lost the boxing tournament for some reason. And then her father scolded her a lot and said, "From today, you are no longer my daughter." Min, remembering that moment, approaches Han-soo and his friends the next day. Min tells Han-soo, "I need to talk to you." Min tells him that you shouldn't bully other kids. Then Han-soo is about to punch Min but stops and, leaning close to her ear, says, "Go to hell." Min, discouraged, returns and then receives a message. She runs to the staff room where all the teachers were receiving messages. It turns out that some teacher had reported to the education department's violence committee, reporting the school bullying happening at this school and Han-soo's misbehavior. And so now the angry principal comes and asks all the teachers, who did this? Han-soo's mother also arrives immediately with her lawyer. All the students are surprised to see this because Han-soo's mother coming here herself was a big deal. Here, Han-soo's mother asks all the teachers, "Who filed the complaint against my son?" Her lawyer says this case falls under Article 307 of the Criminal Code, and if that teacher is found guilty, meaning if what they said is false, they will have to serve 5 years in prison and pay a fine of 10 million won. Upon hearing this, Min is stunned because it was she who filed the complaint. But then, Jae-gyong tells the lawyer, "If that teacher is right, nothing like that will happen, and this is also within the jurisdiction of the criminal court." The lawyer says, "Yes, you're right, so we can resolve this case by talking." The lawyer tells Han-soo's mother, "For now, we can't take any action." But upon hearing this, Han-soo's mother starts hitting the lawyer himself. And, looking at Jae-gyong, Han-soo's mother says, "It was you who filed the complaint this time too, wasn't it? When you filed the complaint last time, we resolved it by talking, and you promised then not to report. Again. What happened now?" Han-soo's mother tells Jae-gyong, "Don't you care about your job?" Jae-gyong says, "It's not what you think." The principal asks them to calm down, but Han-soo's mother yells at the principal and says, "You're going to become a superintendent next year, right? Then quickly find that teacher and bring them to me." Now then, nervous, Min kneels down and starts apologizing to Han-soo's mother, saying, "I made a mistake." Han-soo's mother slaps her and tells the principal, "Fire him from the school right now." Han-soo had also grabbed Seo-sang to show him all this. Now, after this, Han-soo talks alone with the principal and his mother and tells the principal, "Don't fire that teacher, Min, because if she leaves, I won't be able to keep playing with her." The principal agrees. Here at night, Min was sitting, discouraged. Then Jin arrives. Min talks to him about Han-soo, but Jin tells her we can't take any action because we have no evidence against him. And if Seo-sang files a case without evidence, he will be charged with defamation. Min gets discouraged again. Now then, Min sees her parents. Min's parents talk to her, but Min yells at them and leaves. After this, while she's sitting at a shop eating, Han-soo arrives with his entire crew. These people start harassing Min. Han-soo says, "You weren't fired from school because of me, so from now on, you have to obey me." Han-soo grabs Min and Young records of video of all this. Then, Han-soo threatens Min and leaves. Min is very angry, but Jae-gyong had told her that if we do something, we'll be the ones ending up in trouble. We can't do anything. Discouraged, Min starts to leave. Then she bumps into a man. Min apologizes, but that man starts showing excessive anger. He hits Min and says, "How dare you push me? Don't you watch where you're going?" Min thought to herself, "Did I make such a big mistake? Is trying to save someone so bad?" Min was very angry with Han-soo, and since this, man was also hitting her. Now Min wouldn't tolerate it anymore. She kicks him hard and decides that now she will no longer tolerate injustice. Min immediately runs to the gym. Meanwhile, Han-soo was playing basketball with his team. Then he collides with a boy from the other team, after which a fight starts between them. That same boy, Bong-ji, had come to pick up an order. But upon seeing the fight, he immediately comes out, and Min was also watching it hidden. To teach Han-soo a lesson, she puts on that same cat mask, changes her appearance, and jumps into the middle of the fight, starting to beat up Han-soo. A very intense fight begins between Han-soo and Min, in which Min, using her fighting skills, is beating Han-soo very badly. Han-soo was also a very good fighter and was hitting Min. Bong-ji and Seo-sang were seeing Han-soo getting beaten for the first time, and Min lands a strong punch on Han-soo. shocking all his friends because it was the first time he had lost to someone. Now then, the police arrive, and upon seeing the police, everyone starts to flee. Min's police officer friend Jin sees Min fleeing with the mask on and recognizes her. Here, Min starts to feel very happy because by teaching Han-soo a lesson, she had found peace. And Bong-ji also realizes that behind that mask was his teacher Min, who had just taught Han-soo a lesson. Now, the next day when Min arrives at school, news had spread throughout the school that a man in a cat mask had beaten Han-soo very badly. And upon hearing this from teachers to students, everyone was happy and thinking that Han-soo deserved it. However, in front of Han-soo, everyone was still afraid of him. But when she gets to her classroom, she sees that someone has drawn cats on her desk. Han-soo throws the desk and asks, "Who did this? Come forward yourselves." But then, Jae-gyong and other teachers arrive and control the situation. Han-soo, furious, leaves. He was very angry and thinking who that masked guy could be. These people, now angry, plan to bully Seo-sang again. After this, at night, when Bong-ji, working at the restaurant, tells his teacher about Min, he finds out that the restaurant owner is Min's father. Meanwhile, Min, with the mask on, was very happy. But Jin tells her, "I recognized you immediately that day. You're a teacher, and you can't hit students like that, wearing a mask." He asks Min to stop doing this and starts to take the mask off her, causing it to tear. Seeing this, Min pushes Jin away and then goes to a tailor shop to sew the mask. Meanwhile, Han-soo, with his friends, bullies Seo-sang again. They take off his clothes, cover his mouth, and send him like that down the stairs to get chicken. Seo-sang somehow goes down and runs to Bong-ji's shop to get the chicken. Bong-ji, seeing Seo-sang in that state, is very shocked. He felt very sorry for Seo-sang. He immediately goes to call his teacher Min. Meanwhile, Min, seeing her sewn mask, thinks that maybe she shouldn't do all this. Min now starts to burn the mask. But then Bong-ji arrives, puts out the fire, and tells her that Han-soo and his friends are bullying Seo-sang again. Bong-ji says, "I know it was you who, with the cat mask, beat up Han-soo that day, and it brought me so much joy. I was the one who called the police that night, and also the one who spread the news all over the school that the cat mask man had beaten Han-soo very badly." Bong-ji says, "You must beat up Han-soo again and save Seo-sang." Here, in the meantime, Seo-sang was already tired of all this, and a man working there gives him the chicken. But then Seo-sang sees a knife. He takes it and decides to end this today. Meanwhile, Han-soo watches the video recorded by that girl, Young, in which he was bullying Seo-sang. Han-soo laughs seeing it. Although Young was on his team, inside she cursed him. Now then, Min, wearing the mask, arrives there. She finds Seo-sang's uniform there, and then Han-soo and everyone else see her. Han-soo throws a ball at Min, who dodges it, and then a fight starts again between Han-soo and Min. This time, Han-soo was overpowering her. He was beating her very badly. Here, Seo-sang also comes running with a knife to attack Han-soo. And here, the fight between Min and Han-soo intensifies even more. Min now starts hitting Han-soo. Then, from behind, Seo-sang arrives with the knife. Min, seeing this, understands that Seo-sang is going to attack Han-soo. Min stops Seo-sang and gets in the way. So the knife cuts Min's hand and Han-soo is saved. But he wonders why that masked man saved my life. Here, Seo-sang now loses control. Young was recording all this. Now then, that man who worked at the restaurant arrives. Min was already injured. So she leaves from there, and that man also takes Seo-sang away. Sometime later, Min is in the hospital. She had lost a lot of blood. Meanwhile, that elderly woman who sold gimbap arrives at the restaurant, and it turns out she is Seo-sang's grandmother, with whom Seo-sang lives. Seo-sang starts crying upon seeing her. Meanwhile, when Min regains consciousness, her father and her police officer friend Jin are there. Min refuses to file a complaint because otherwise, Seo-sang would end up in trouble. Min's father was very angry with Han-soo, and then he sees that same cat mask. Meanwhile, Han-soo was thinking why that masked man saved my life. Now then, Min's father, wearing the mask, comes to avenge Min. But he ends up getting beaten and returns. Min also immediately leaves there. Then she sees her father, who, after being beaten by Han-soo, was in bad shape. After this, Min's parents take her home. They tell Min, "Do you remember that day when the final selection rounds for the National Olympics were taking place?" Then it's shown to us that Min purposely lost the match that day because her father's gym was about to be closed and then auctioned off. But in exchange for losing, her family and her father's gym were saved. So Min gave in. That's why her father got very angry with her and said, "From now on, you're dead to me." But now, while driving, he tells Min, "Forgive me, I was wrong. Because of me, you had to give up your dreams and give in." Saying this, he starts to cry. Min also starts to cry and then refuses to talk about this with her father. Now the next day at school, Han-soo and his friends start checking the hands of all the kids throughout the school. Because whoever that masked hero is will have the knife mark on their hand, and these people now, bullying everyone again, check their hands, and Han-soo threatens everyone and says that if the masked man doesn't show up, I'll beat everyone one by one. Meanwhile, Jae-gyong calls Min and tells her that you will soon become a permanent teacher, which makes Min very happy. But, on the other hand, Han-soo's friends tell him they checked all the students' hands, but no one had that mark. And upon hearing this, Han-soo gets even angrier. But then he sees Min, who was going somewhere, and when some kids were about to bump into her, Min dodges them with great ease, exactly the way she had dodged Han-soo's punches. Seeing this, Han-soo understands it all. The cat mask hero is actually Min. After this, when Min is in a room, Han-soo approaches and tells her, "You're that cat hero, aren't you? I know it." Han-soo, seeing the mark on Min's hand, says, "Now I understand. I thought you saved me from the knife, but actually you saved Seo-sang, because if he had stabbed me, he would have been arrested." Min tries to flee, but Han-soo grabs her, covers her face, and is about to hit her when he sees the poster for the annual school festival. Seeing it, Han-soo tells Min, "Come on, let's have one final match. On school festival day, in the school gym, and in this, only one of us will survive." Han-soo tells Min, "If you don't come to the match, I'll show that video all over the school where Seo-sang attacks me with a knife." Min tells him, "What kind of person are you? Don't you regret anything at all?" Han-soo tells Min, "You, Seo-sang, and people like you are like sewer rats to me." Jae-gyong was watching all this from outside. Sometime later, Min comes out. She goes to her class and doesn't see Seo-sang there. Then she learns that Seo-sang is transferring to another school. Seeing this, Min finds Seo-sang's address and goes to his house. There, she finds that elderly woman who sold gimbap, and Min discovers she is Seo-sang's grandmother. Seo-sang's grandmother asks Min for help. She says that Seo-sang has always been bullied by those thugs just to protect me. Actually, that day when Han-soo and his friends are bullying Seo-sang's grandmother, Seo-sang intervened. He wasn't strong, so he couldn't do much, and Han-soo said, "We'll let your grandmother go only if you let us beat you every day." Seo-sang agreed to become Han-soo's target for his grandmother. Since then, he has been bullied daily by Han-soo. Seo-sang's grandmother gives Min some gimbap and says, "Please save my Seo-sang." Now, after this, Min sees Seo-sang, who was standing on the edge of a building. Min apologizes to Seo-sang and says, "You came to ask for my help, didn't you? So now I'm completely ready to help you." Min grabs him so he won't jump. Then she tells Seo-sang, "Now together, we will defeat those thugs. Just come to the festival tomorrow." Now, after this, the festival day arrives. There was a big poster about the fight between the cat mask hero and Han-soo, and Bong-ji, seeing this, starts telling everyone that the cat mask hero will lead us out of this darkness. He starts giving cat masks to everyone, and everyone becomes followers of the cat mask hero. To support Min, her father and her friend had also come, and Bong-ji tells Min, "I made these cat masks to support you." Bong-ji says, "I do all this because I also want to teach Han-soo a lesson." He says, "Before Seo sang, I was his main target. so I can understand how Seo-sang must feel. Now, after this, the festival begins. Han-soo starts getting ready for the fight. He was very excited, but Min still wasn't ready to fight. However, everyone around her wanted the cat mask hero to arrive and teach Han-soo a lesson. Then Min sees a girl who was wearing a cat mask. Min sees her own reflection in her and understands that she must fight to make everything right. Now, after this, Min also starts going to the fight. She gets ready and puts on the mask. Han-soo was also ready for the fight and had arrived at the ring, and Min was also heading towards the boxing ring. On the way, she meets Bongji and Seo-sang. After this, Min arrives at the boxing ring. Everyone starts taking pictures of her and cheering for the cat. Then the fight between the two begins. In the boxing ring, Han-soo was very strong. He was beating Min very badly. Min's father, Jin, and everyone who knew it was Min worry about her. Then, during the fight, Min's hair comes loose and everyone discovers that it's actually a girl. Han-soo was beating Min very badly, but everyone still cheered for Min. And seeing this, Min counters Han-soo and starts hitting him. Min beats him very badly and landing a strong kick to his face weakens him. After beating him, Min takes off the mask in front of everyone, and everyone is shocked to see that it's teacher Min. But even seeing this, no one gets discouraged. Everyone shouts Min's name, cheers her on, and asks her to hit Han-soo. Then, Min goes into full boxing fight mode and starts pounding Han-soo. The school principal tries to interrupt the fight, but he falls down himself and faints. Now, after this, Min hits Han-soo and throws him out of the ring and forces Han-soo to kneel and tells him to apologize to Seo-sang. But Han-soo still refuses to apologize, and Seo-sang says, "I don't need your apology. You've already lost in front of everyone." Saying this, Seo-sang leaves. Min also starts to leave. But then Han-soo attacks her again. However, Min lands a final kick and knocks him unconscious. Then, after everything ends, Seo-sang gathers courage and, without fear, files an official complaint against Han-soo, and then Young, who was on Han-soo's team, also arrives. Actually, she was deliberately with Han-soo and had recorded videos of all his misdeeds to use as evidence, and Young gives those videos to the police, after which, due to the evidence, Han-soo is arrested, and Han-soo also accepts his crimes but still refuses to apologize. Meanwhile, Min starts training many people at her father's gym, but in dancing. Well, after this, Min applies for a teaching job at a new school. Here too, a student had taken their own life for some reason, and then, in front of Min, a girl comes out from a card. Her attitude was exactly like a bully's. Min now gives her interview, and at the same time, she had her cat mask with her. That is, she is still ready to teach the bullies a lesson. And with this drama ends. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to leave your comment on what you thought of Min and Han-soo. Also, don't forget to leave your beautiful like and subscribe. See you soon, my hearts. I send you many kisses. Bye.